Good morning. It is an honor to welcome our guest, Admir Skodo, who is the Senior Policy Analyst at Comet's partner MPI, Migration Policy Institute Europe.
MPI Europe was established in Brussels in 2011. Our home office was established in Washington, D.C. in 2001. MPI Europe is a independent research institute that aims to provide a better understanding of migration in Europe and also promote effective policymaking around migration. We provide research and practical policy designed to both governmental and non-governmental stakeholders who seek to develop more effective management of immigration, integration, and asylum systems, and who also seek to pursue successful outcomes for newcomers, families of immigrant background, and also receiving communities in Europe.
And what is your role in Comet?
MPI Europe has two main roles in Comet. The first role is to help Comet develop and implement a monitoring and evaluation framework to gain clarity on the project's objectives and to agree among partners on how to best achieve those objectives, and then monitor whether the objectives are being met or not, and then make recommendations on how to solve any issues or challenges that may prevent the completion of the project. So that's the first thing that we do in Comet. And the second thing that we offer are strategic pieces of research on topics and themes that emerge or that will emerge in the course of the project. So currently we have not started our research within this project because it'll be very much tailored around specific problems or challenges or issues that may arise among the different partners and in the course of the implementation of the project. So once those kind of arise and we have a chance to discuss those with the partners, we'll propose a few research studies that will analyze those in depth to help the partners and the project find a way forward.
So far, what are your observations about this project?
From our side, we feel the project is working very well at the moment. We feel that the project has a really good organizational structure and really good coordination and communication mechanisms. So I think that is an essential precondition for implementing this program successfully. So that is, I think, one thing that we have discovered through our monitoring exercise so far. And of course, we have noticed a few challenges, but those challenges have a lot to do with external circumstances. One circumstance is the major political shift that we've seen in Europe, both when it comes to the war in Ukraine that has displaced a record number of people and has created a number of operational and other challenges for our partners. So that's something that's very hard, if not impossible, to control. But we are trying to make partners aware of the situation and how to undertake mitigating measures. Another complicating external factor has been the gains of far-right parties across Europe. As you may know, the implementing partners of Comet rely on memorandums of understandings or other agreements with their governments. So depending on the position of these governments on immigration, this can be harder or easier to achieve. And at the moment, it seems to be somewhat difficult to predict how this is going to play out. There are also a few operational challenges that we've seen, but on the positive side, we do feel that the monitoring has helped partners gain a kind of broader picture on where everyone is in the project, what everyone's role is in the project, and it's helped them kind of get in touch with each other when issues have arisen. So all in all, we're quite happy with the way the project is progressing, but we are also mindful of these pretty major external factors that are affecting the project.
Thank you for your feedback. It will be interesting to interview you again in a few months when the project is in a different phase.
The project will really take off in its implementation phase in a few months. There are a few partners that have already welcomed newcomers, but yeah, I think it's probably too soon to say anything about that. So it'll be more interesting and more accurate to talk about that in a few months.
Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.